Hey, hi guys, my name is Vinay, and today I'm going to talk about the UPSC Prelims paper that was held last Sunday, and I hope you all have given your best for it. So it's time to relax after a hard work. Many of you would be interested to know the solution for the question. So in this video, I'm going to discuss all the questions of CSAT except the passage reading and verbal. That means only I'm going to show you the solution of quant and logical reasoning questions. So let's get started. I have downloaded this paper from the UPSC website, and the set available there was set A. So this was the first quant question there. The number of times digit 5 will appear while writing the integers from 1 to 1000. So if you're writing from 1 to 1000, how many times the digit 5 will appear? So if we take like between 1 to 99, these are the numbers which have digit 5 in that. Okay, so you have 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. Then from 51 to 59, there are almost 10 numbers. Sorry, 9 numbers, which is having 5, digit 5. Then you have 65, 75, 85, 95. So total there are like around 19 numbers, which is having digit 5 in that. Now, similarly, from between 100 to 199 and 200 to 299 and 600 to 699 and 900 to 99, all will be having 19 numbers containing digit 5, except between 500 to 599, because 500 to 599 all the numbers contain the digit 5. So we have total 100 such numbers. So if we count all of them, so 19 into 9 plus 100, we got 271. So the right answer here is B. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so this is about a solid cube which is painted with yellow, blue, and black, such that the opposite faces are of the same color. Then they cut the cube into 36 different cubes. Out of that, 32 cubes are small and the 4 cubes are big. Okay, so and the one more thing, what is given here is none of the faces of the bigger cube is painted blue. So that means large cubes are in center and top and bottom of solid cube. Okay, so if you look at this picture here, I can see the smaller cube is here at the sides and the large cube is at there at the center. Okay, so the question here is how to find the number of cubes which have only one face painted. So I can see these two cubes on the top of the cube which is have only one side painted. Now similarly, these two on the side, that will also one side painted. On the back side there will be other two, on the bottom there will be other two, on this side of the face there will be two, and on this side there will be two such cubes which have only one side painted. So total there will be around like 10 cubes which is having just one side painted. So the correct answer here is D. Let's move to the next one. Okay, so A and B are two heavy blocks, and if B is placed on the top of A, the weight increases by 60%. How much weight will reduce with respect to the total weight of A and B if B is removed from the top of A? So first they are putting B on the top of A, then they are saying it is increasing the weight by 60%. Then once you remove the B, then what is the percentage reduction in the weight of total weight of A and B? This is what we have to find. So here we will suppose like weight of A is X, then A plus B is 1.6x. The reason is like once you, it is given over here, once you put B on the top of A, the weight is increases by 60%. So if A is X, then the total weight will be 1.6x. Now from this equation, you can find B is equal to 0.6x. Now we have to find what is the percentage of B in this total weight of A plus B. So if we find the percentage, we are getting 37.5. So the correct answer is D here. Next question is Mr. X has three children. The birthday of the first child falls on the fifth Monday of April, and that of the second one falls on the fifth Thursday of November. On which day is the birthday of his third child, which falls on 20th December? So basically, what we have to find here is the day for the 20th December for whatever year it is given. So what we know here is fifth Monday of that year is the first child birthday, and the fifth Thursday of November is the second child birthday. Okay, So we know April and November they have like around 30 days. So usually if the day starts if any if the April and November month, if it starts from like Sunday or Monday, then probably we won't get fifth Monday and fifth Thursday in that month. Okay, so it is mandatory, it is important that the month start from Tuesday or Wednesday. Then only you can see a fifth Thursday. If the month is starting on Monday, if it is starting on a Sunday, or if it is starting on a Saturday, then you won't see a fifth Thursday in that November month. The reason is November is having only 30 days. So the first November is Tuesday, then the first December would be a Friday. Okay, because the 28th of November it is going to be Tuesday. Then the first, I'm sorry, if the first November is Tuesday, then the 28th November, that is going to be a Tuesday. Then 29, 30, and 1st. And the first December will be a Friday. And the 21st December is going to be Friday, therefore the 20th December will be Thursday. If the first November is a Wednesday, then 28th November is going to be a Wednesday, and the first December will be Saturday, and the 21st December will be a Saturday. Therefore, 20th December is a Friday. Because we don't see a Friday option here, so the correct answer is going to be a Thursday, which is the 20th December is a Thursday here. We have calculated. So the answer here is D. I'm sorry. Sorry, this is I think a typo. The answer is going to be B here, Thursday. Okay, so how many parallelograms that you're going to find if there are four parallel lines going to intersect with another set of four parallel lines? Okay. In this question, basically, we have to calculate the number of parallelograms that will be formed after the four lines are going to be intersected with another four lines. So basically, parallelogram is like having two sides parallel in a quadrilateral. So here we can see one, two, three, and three. So total nine are there. A simple that we can see here. Now, if you calculate, this can be one parallelogram. This can be another parallelogram. This can be another parallelogram, and this can be another one. So like this, total we can calculate is around 36 parallelogram that can be formed from this structure. So the correct answer here is D. Now this is a very good question. Here they are asking like in a school, a student is going to be a football player. Every student has been assigned an identification number, and a student is going to be a football player if his identification number is divisible by 4. And whereas a student is a cricketer if his identification number is divisible by 6. And there are around 1 to 100 identification number assigned to a student, so we can say there are 100 students in the school. Now we have to find out how many of them play cricket as well as football both. So we have to find like how many students are there which play both football and cricket. So best way to do is, yeah, you have to find the LCM of 4 and 6, because we know the numbers divisible by 4 is for the student who play football, number divisible by 6 are the students who play cricket. So we can see like 12 is the common multiple for 4 and 6. So we have to find all the multiples of 12 between 1 to 100. Okay, so there are total 8 such multiples of 12 are there between 1 to 100. So the answer is going to be B here, that is 8. Okay, next one. This is a very simple question. So when a runner was crossing a 12-kilometer mark, she was informed that she had completed only 80% of the race. So like once you completed 12 kilometer, that is just the 80% of the total kilometer that you have to run. So here we have, what we have to find is like the total kilometer. So 80% of the total kilometer is given as 12. So when you calculate the total kilometer, you will get 15. So the answer here is B. Okay, this is a very good question. Here, a guy called Raju, he's having 9,000 rupees. He borrowed 2,000 more, and he has to buy some handset. But this 9,000 rupees is 75% of the total amount that he has to buy that handset. That's the reason he borrowed 2,000 more. Now he's having like 11,000 rupees with him. And we have given all these assertions, and we have to find which one is true here. So Raju has 9,000 rupees, which is 75% of the total amount that is required to buy the mobile handset. So you need around 12,000 rupees to buy that handset, because Raju has borrowed 2,000 more, so he is having right now 11,000. So he needs 1,000 more to buy the handset. So the first answer is going to be true here. Raju still does not have enough amount to buy the handset because he need 1,000 rupees more. Let's jump to the next question. Okay, this is simple algebra question. In 2002, Minu's age was one third of Mira age, and then in 2010, after 8 years, Minu age was half of the Mira age. So Minu is like one third of Mira in 2002 after 8 years. So if you add 8 years to the Minu's age and 8 years to the Mira age, Minu is going to be half of whatever the Mira age after 8 years in 2010. After solving this, we get Minu is equal to 8, and here what we have to find is the year of birth for Minu. So this is Minu's age. This is 8. So in 2002, she was at 8 years of age. So she was born 2002 minus 8 years. That will be 1994. So the correct answer is going to be B here. Rakesh and Rajesh together bought 10 balls and 10 rackets. Rakesh spent 1300 and Rajesh spent 1500. So total amount they spent is 2800. They bought 10 balls and 10 racket. Now we have given here that one racket cost is equal to 3 times the cost of the balls. So if you substitute this in this first equation, we are going to get the price of the ball as 70. And here we have to find the price of the racket, which will be the 3 times of the price of the ball, that is 210. So the correct answer here is C. Okay, this is again a reasoning question. So there are total 100 participants. Out of that, 70 are Indians and 60 of them are vegetarians. Then we have to find out of these two which statement is correct. So this is basically a set question. So we have to find like how many Indians are vegetarians. Okay, so out of those 100 people, how many are Indians and they are vegetarians? So we are getting like 30 people who are Indians and vegetarians. Okay, so this first one is correct. We have no information about the non-vegetarians here in this question. They have given nothing about the non-vegetarians, so we cannot make assumption. So we will go with the first one only. So the answer is A here. Okay, so this is also very simple question. So P traveled 60 kilometer west to get here at Q. Then he travel R in the south of P. So this distance is 60 and this distance is 80. Now you have to find the distance between Q and R. So this is a simple Pythagoras theorem, and after calculating the Pythagoras using the Pythagoras theorem, when we calculate the hypotenuse QR, we get 100 result. So the answer here is D. Okay, so this is again a logical question. So there are certain people in Mumbai. Out of that, 80% went for shopping, 50% went for sightseeing, and 10% of them have taken rest. They have not gone anywhere. So if we assume that there are 100 people in the hotel right now, out of that 10 are taking rest. So that means 90 people are went for shopping and sightseeing. So if we calculate how many went for both shopping and sightseeing, we are getting 40 here. So we can say 40% of the members went for shopping as well as sightseeing. We have no information about 20 members went for only shopping. So we cannot calculate from here like how many members went for only shopping. So we will just go with the first one. So the answer is A here. Next, in a school, there are 60 students that play cricket. The students who does not play cricket, they play football. So every football player has got a two-wheeler. So this is a reasoning question which now we have to find out what cannot be concluded from the above data. So out of these three, what cannot be concluded using this data? So we know total 100, just assume like total 100 people are there, 100 students are there. Out of that, 60 plays cricket, 60% plays cricket, football 40% of them plays, and all 40 are having a two-wheeler. So let's start with the first one. 60% of the student do not have two wheelers. We don't have any such information available. I'm sorry. 60% of the student do not have two wheelers. Yes, the football player has got a two wheeler, but there is no information about whether this 60% who plays cricket have a two wheeler or not. So we are not sure about this one. No cricketer has a two wheeler. We are also not sure about this one because 60 of the people are playing cricket, whether they have a two wheeler or not. It is not written here. It is only says that the people who play football, they got a two wheeler. Cricket players do not play football. This is correct because it is saying whoever does not play cricket, they only plays football. So third is correct. We don't have any information about one and two. So I will go with the first one, answer A, one and two only. Okay. Uh, this is a simple question. Here, what we will try to do, we will just try to uh, trying to find the two-digit natural number and the ratio after reversing that digit is 4 by 7. Okay, so 4 by 7 is the ratio. So I will look for all the multiples of 4 which are having two digits. So if you start like it start from 4 12, and you have to find up to how much 15 4 60 20. Okay, you have to find up to 24. 24 times 4. So first we'll see, like if you take the first two digit number that comes in as a 4 multiple, that is 12, and if you reverse that digit, 21. Then if you take 24, if you reverse it, 42, 36, 63, 48, and if you reverse it, 84. Now the ratio of all these four is 4 is to 7, right? So total we have around like four such numbers. If you go beyond this, like now 48 is there, after that 52 is there, so it is will be 52 by 25. So that is never going to be a ratio of 4 is to 7, because the numerator, the denominator has to be greater than the numerator here. And now if we go like with 52 divided to 25, the denominator is less than the numerator, so we are not going beyond this. So there are total four such pairs are there. So correct answer is B. In an examination, A has scored 20 marks more than B, B has scored 5 less than how much has B scored. So we know A minus B is equal to 20 here. B is 95% of A. So substituting this value in this first equation, we get A is equal to 400. So the correct answer is C. Okay, this is a very good question. Sita and Geeta, they go for swimming, but Sita goes after every 2 days and Geeta goes after every 3 days. So if they both are going together on 1st January, what will be the next time they will going together? Okay, so if Sita is going on 1st January, she will be going after every 2 days. So that means 1st January is the first day, then second she won't go, third she won't go, she will be directly going on 4th January. Similarly, Geeta, if she is going on 1st January, second she won't go, third she won't go, fourth she won't go, she will be going on 5th January. So basically they are going after 2 days and 3 days. So basically we find the lowest multiple for 3 and 4, that is 12. So if you add 12 days in 1st January, you will get 13 January. So correct answer is D. Now this is a very typical question which usually come in the quant papers. Here what you have to find, X, Y, Z are three contestant which are running in a race of 1000 meter, and Y is like 40 meter ahead of X and Z is around 64 meter ahead of it. So now if there is a race where only Y and Z are competing, okay, then how much ahead Z will be of Y, that we have to find. So we know here X is going to run 1000, this guy is going to run Y 960 because he's 40 meter ahead, and this guy is going to run 936, that is 1000 minus 64. Now from here what we can see, like when Y is 960, at that time Z is 936. So when they are running a race of 1000 meter, so it would be 975. Okay, so 975. So Y will give a start of to Z of 25 only, because 1000 minus 975 is 25. So the correct answer here is B. Okay, so here what you, I mean, here you can just substitute the value and see what will be the correct answer out of this. So x is greater than 25 and y is less than 40. If I take the maximum value here, x is 25 and y is 40. So 45 is 25, 15. Anything, any other values of x and y, it is going to be less than 15. So I can directly say here y minus x is less than or equal to 15. Correct answer is C. Okay, so this is a typical algebra question. Here they are saying father is like 3 years older than mother, and the age of Anna, the daughter, is 13 year. Now mother is like 24 years older than Anna, and mother age is 30. Okay, we know the age of Anna is 13 here, so we get the age of mother 37 from this equation. And if we substitute mother age here in 37, then we get father age as 40 years. Okay, so what we have to find here, at what age did Anna father get married? So Anna father is currently at the 40 years of age. Anna is 13. So, and Anna is born after 4 years. So total 17 years. If you subtract from the current father age, that will be 23. So they were married at the age of 23 years. Answer is B here. Okay, so in this question, Rakesh has to buy eight mobile handset. He is having some money out of that. He has to buy eight mobile handset, but when he went to the store, he found there is some discount, and with the same amount of money, he can buy 10 mobile handset. This is a very simple question, so you have to basically find like what is the discount that shopkeeper is giving. So if you calculate the cost of one phone here, it is x by eight, and after the discount is applied, it will be x by 10. Okay, so you just calculate what is the difference between the cost of one for before discount and after discount, and that is coming 20%. The correct answer is B. Okay, so this is a very simple average question. The average marks of 100 students are given as to 40, so the total marks they are getting is 4,000. Now, in this 4,000, they have misread 40, 53 as 83. Okay, so that means there are 30, this total sum is having 30 more numbers, so we have to deduct that 30 from this 4,000 to get the correct number, the correct sum that we have to get. So if you deduct for 30 from this 4,000, you will get 3970. So this is the total sum that you should get for those 100 student marks. Now if you divide this by 100, then you will get this as the average 39.7. Answer is B here. Now, I'm sorry. So this is a very simple sequence question. So if you see what the difference between the each digit, it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 13. Now after 13 we have 14. 14 it cannot be, it's a divisible. 15 it is also having a factor. 16, and that too is having a factor. Now coming 17. 17 doesn't have any factor. It is a prime number and odd. So next number will be 93 minus 17 is equal to 76. So C is the correct answer. This is a very good question. So what it says, like after every 24 hours, the clock it get fastened by 10 minutes. Okay, so if you're starting at 8 a.m. on Monday, 8 a.m. on Tuesday, the clock will be faster by 10 minutes. After another 24 years, 24 hours, that is 8 a.m. on Wednesday, the clock will be faster by 10 minutes. Okay, so the clock, when it comes to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, at that time we have to find what is the correct time. So we very well know 8 a.m. Wednesday it is going to be 20 minutes faster. Okay, now what we have to find from 8 a.m. Wednesday to 6 p.m. Wednesday, how much fast the clock will be. Okay, so we know for 24 hours it is 10 minutes faster. So between 8 a.m. Wednesday, 8 a.m. Wednesday and 6 p.m. Wednesday, it is 10 hours. So for those 10 hours, the clock is going to be 4.1 minute faster. So total hours we know, like from starting from 8 a.m. Monday to 6 p.m. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Wednesday, it is going to be 20 minutes plus this 4 minutes. So it will be 24 minutes. So if you deduct 24 minutes from 6 p.m., you will getting 5:36 p.m. So the correct answer here is A. Okay, so this question I would do with the help of an example. So if I take a simple fraction 3 by 2, if I add a quantity 5 on both numerator and denominator, I'm getting 8 by 7, and I know 8 by 7 is greater than 2, 3 by 2. So I'm going to choose answer B, always greater than the original function fraction. Okay, this is another sequence question. So this sequence, this can be written like this: 2 square, 14 square, 4. So you can see 2, alternate 4, then 6, then 8. Now this is 14 minus 2, 12 square, minus 12 minus 2, 10, 10 minus 2, 8. So next term should be 8 here, 8 square, I'm sorry. So next term is 64. Answer is B. Now this is a simple Venn diagram question. So you have 15 people, out of that 7 read French, 8 read English, and 3 of them they doesn't read neither of the two languages. So total people that we have is 15 minus 3, that is 12, and we know 7 read French, 8 read English, and X is the number of people who read both French and English. So we get X as 3 who can read both French and English. Now what we have to find here is who can read exactly one language. So we know there are total 12 people. Out of that 3 they can read both the languages. So if we subtract 12 minus 3, we will get 9. So correct answer is B. Okay, this is a very typical quant question. I mean, if you are doing practice from a long time, you must have seen this question. So we have to find the number of pages in a book, and the total digits that are used is 3089. So we know, like, for one digit, there's 9 digits. How many total two digits are there? It will be between 10 to 99. It will be 19 to 2, 180. Number of three digits that we have between 100 to 999 is 2700. So we know the count of one digit, two digits, and three digits. So if we add this and subtract this from the total digits that we have in that book, we get the number of digits, four digits. I'm sorry, number of four digits we will get. So we are getting 200 here. So if we divide it by 4, that we will get 50. So there are 50 pages which is having four digits. So up to 999 we got 1, 2, and 3, and if we add 50 to this number of four digits pages, we'll get 1049. So the correct answer is C. Now this is a simple sequence question. So you look here, I mean the correct answer is B here. So if you do C is two times, then A, then C two times, then you have A two times, you B in between, then you have A two times, then B two times, C, then B two times. This is a simple sequence. Okay, this is a simple algebra question. So the weight of two children plus mother is equal to, the average weight is 50. So if we do 15 to 3 is equal to 150, that is the total weight of two children and mother. Total weight of two children and father is 52 into 3, because 50 is the average weight, is equal to getting 156. So we're getting the weight of two children is 96. So from this equation we can find the mother weight is 54. So the correct answer is D. Okay, so here what it is saying, like, you have currency notes of 1, 10, and 50, and you have to find out like how many different ways you can use these currency notes to pay a bill of 107. So these are the different ways that I have calculated, that I have listed here, and there are total 17 ways through which you can find out. So the correct answer is going to be 17. I can just explain few of the ways. Like, you have a 150 note, then 5 10 notes, and 7 1 notes. So that will give you 107. Or otherwise you can use all the 1 notes, that will give you 107. You use 10 notes and 7 1 notes, that will also give you 107. So in this way we have to find all the different way you can calculate this 107. So the correct answer here is B. Okay, this is a very interesting question. So A starts from this point, he goes 20 meter, then he meets B here, then they both start together, they go 10 meter further, then A moves to the left, B moves to the right 8 meter, A moves 2 meter. Now B take a left here again, he goes 4 meter, then he take a right 5 meter, and he reaches his office. So this is office for B, OB. A, after going 2 meters years, take a right and he travels 12 meter to reach OA. That is the office of OA. So we have to find the distance, the shortest distance between OA and OB. This is going to be the shortest distance. So this is a simple Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras problem. So we know this distance is 5. This we have calculated 8 plus 2, 10. And this is going to be 8. And this is going to be 4 because the total is 12 meter. And this is 4 meter. So this is going to be 8. So this is 10 plus 5, 15, and this is 8. So if you calculate 15 square plus 8 square, you will getting 17 as the answer. So right answer is B here. Okay, this is a very tricky question. If you really don't know how to solve this, then probably you might be into trouble. But if you know, or if you have solved such kind of questions earlier, then this is a very simple question. I'll give you a simple trick how to solve this. So you have to find the same calendar year, that is of 2009. So just divide 2009 by 4, the remainder is 1. If the remainder is 1, add 6 to it, that is 2015. So correct answer is 2015. So for solving such type of questions, what basically you have to see is like if the remainder is 0, then you add 28 to it, 28 years to it. If remainder is 1, add 6 here. If the remainder is 2 or 3, then you add 11 years to it. Okay, so this is number 136. If it is added to 5b7, then what you will get is 7a3, where a and b are integers, and 7a3 is exactly divisible by 3. So we have to find all the possible where only possible value of b. So 136, if you add this, you will get 7a3. Now this is at 100 place, this is at tens place, and this is at unit place. So 500 plus 10b plus 7, same thing what we do here. 10b minus 10a, we are getting 60. This equation we are getting now, a is divisible by 3. So if, oh, I'm sorry, so 7a3 is exactly divisible by 3. Okay, so that means there is a typo here. This should be 7a3 is divisible by 3. So the value of a will be 2, 5, and 8 if it has to be divisible by 3, this digit. Now if we put the value of 2, 5, 8 here in this equation, the value of b, the only value of b which matches with these option is 8. So the correct answer is 8 here. This is a very simple question. So it is saying the alphabet B onwards is written in lowercase and the remaining letters are capitalized. So every alternate letters after B. So the B is going to be lowercase, C is going to be uppercase, then D is going to be lowercase, E is going to be uppercase. So that way we have to find if is first month of second half of the year, that is July, will be written as. So the correct answer is going to be D. I mean, you can just go and see like what will is uppercase and lower. Every alternate alphabet is going to be uppercase and lowercase starting from B. So you can just see, and the correct answer is going to be D here. Okay, so what it says, Sunita cuts a sheet of paper into three different pieces. So the first piece is the average of the single odd prime numbers. So the single odd prime numbers are 3, 5, and 7. Their average is going to be 5. The second piece is equal to the first piece plus one third length of the third piece. So if we say that length of third piece is t, 5 plus t by 3 is the second piece, and the third piece is as long as the other two. So if you add first and second piece, that is going to be the third piece. So 5, this 5 plus t by 3 is equal to t, because the third piece we assumed as t. Solving this, we get t as a 15, and if you substitute the value of t here, you will get the second piece and third piece length, and if you add all the lengths here, you will get 30 as the answer. So correct answer is D. Okay, this is again a sequence question. What it is going to find out, the 5 which are not immediately preceded by 3, 5 which is not preceded by 3 and but are immediately followed by 7. So you have to find a 5 which is not preceded by 3 but followed by 7. If you look at this one, this is preceded by 3 followed by 7, preceded by 3 followed by 7, this 5. This is only 5 which is not preceded by 3. So the answer is going to be 1 here. Okay, so you have a cube here, and each of the face of the cube can be either painted in black or white color. So this is a simple question. So the face can be painted either in black. So you have a choice of two for each of the faces. So there are six faces, so there are like 6 into 2, 12 ways, different ways that can be in which you can paint the cube. So correct answer is going to be 12 here, D. So you have to find like what are the three natural numbers which you can substitute here to get a value of 6. So the three numbers I can get here is 1 2 3 4 1 1 and 2 2 2. So I cannot arrange 2 2 2 in any order, it is going to be same everywhere. 4 1 1 I can arrange it in three different orders, and 1 2 3 I can arrange it into six different orders. So if you add all this, I'm getting 10. So there are 10 different ways which I can get this equation. This is a simple substitute problem. So if you substitute all these signs here, this is what you will get, and the answer is going to be D here. Okay, so this is a 8-digit number. If divided by 3, it leaves a remainder of 0. So now we have to find how many values of B are possible. So if you divide this by 3, you are getting remainder as B. So you have to see like what are the single digit B multiples. So you are having 3, 6 and 9. So there are total 3 values which is possible for B. So B is going to be the correct answer. Okay, so with this I think I'm done. So if you like my video, you like my explanation, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks everyone, and all the best.